Hey, I'm Joe Rubenstein. Check out Mr. Comics 89.
Good evening, everyone. How's it going? I apologize. My voice sounds a bit off. I'm still fighting that cough-ish thing, that I got. So I apologize. Anyway, this last Friday here, went up to play with my wife. My son had a eye doctor's appointment up there. And while we were up there, we ran around, did some stuff, spending time together on her day off and my day off. And so I stopped at Barnes & Noble. And Barnes & Noble, Hot Topic, GameStop, and the local comic book store up there. And I got some cool stuff, so I'm going to show you guys that. So, from Barnes & Noble, I picked up Spider-Man from Amazing to Spectacular, by Matt Singer, forwarded by JMD Mateus. And I almost didn't want to buy this at first. I did want to buy it, but I didn't want to spend the money just because I knew I'm trying to not spend too much money that day. But just the artwork, from all the periods, from his time, from all over. Just some gorgeous, looking artwork. So I thought it'd be really cool to have. And hell, since I'm trying to do another comic collectors podcast in a sense, that this might be a fun thing to kind of review and talk about, in a podcast form. Who knows? Or hell, even just another episode here on my YouTube channel. Talk about the different eras of, just talk about the different eras, the artwork covers. It's just fun to look at. So there's that. Apologize. Then after that, I went to I think we ran a few more places, because I'm not sure when we stopped by the mall there in Pueblo, where GameStop and Hot Topic are. But when I made it to the mall, I got 3 different pops. From Hot Topic, I picked up the Silk here with the Funko 2022 Summer Convention Limited Edition sticker. Now, I thought Silk looked pretty cool in these organic webbing stuff. I realize the impracticality of having organic webbing costume, but I just thought it looked cool. So all of these had all of them had minor box stuff, little bit, kind of thing. This was ultimately the best conditioned box and the straightest sticker. Where all the boxes had minimal, I can complain about it. I was basically left with which one fits the best or looks the best. Anyway, let's see. Hot Topic raised their prices a little bit on their pops. Anyway, and then I picked up at GameStop Wonder Woman, the Yellow Lantern, the Fall Sinestro. I wanted this one since I've seen it. It was really cool. I have Wonder Woman the Black Lantern, Wonder Woman the White Lantern, and all that. I want to collect more Green Lantern stuff too, pops. And so this interested me a lot. So box is in pretty good shape. You get that minor thing back here, but it's not like there wasn't a second one of these in the store, so I couldn't be picky too much. The box is in solid condition otherwise, well, minor tussle. But then again, like I said, put it in a soft protector. I bought 2 of these there. I found them. Protective sleeves, so $4 for a 4-pack. Cool. And the last Funko Pop that I got was Captain Carter from the Multiverse of Madness. She has more of her, I liked Captain Carter a lot. It seemed to me like in her other What If Pops, she had more of her Peggy 1940s hair. You know? And I'm not complaining about her hairstyle at all. I found she had a great look. But her hairstyle is different in this pop. It looks like she has, simply put, mom hair. Mom hairstyle. You know, she's not in the 1940s anymore. In Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, she's in the 2020s. I'm assuming in that universe too, that she was in. It looks cool. It looks good. I liked her get up. I liked her power. She's sad that she's half the woman she used to be. Before I show you the comic books, I had one last thing. I bought this when I went in Target. This is a mini Cuddles Spider-Man thing. But it's just going like this little cute thing. It looked really nice up there next to my Spider Miles Squishmallow and Beanie Baby thing. So it's just a little cool thing. It was $10. It wasn't that bad. The only thing I don't like is this ridiculously long crap. Part of me wants to cut it off, but part of me says collectors don't do that. So I'm trying to figure out a way to minimize this, you know, maybe like roll it up or something and sew it pinched together like that. I don't know. What do you guys, you other collectors out there who don't just collect comic books, if you collect things like this, do you leave the tag and this stuff on? What do you guys do? Please comment down below and let me know. I mean, I would like to know what to do with it, because I've left these tags themselves on the other 2, but the other 2 Beanie Baby Squishmallow pillows didn't have this washing thing from it looks like multiple languages and all that. And this thing is literally, I could take this thing off and it would be as long as this thing would be. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. This cough wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have a possible hernia that I got from work a month ago. Don't worry, no, on the 30th I have a doctor's appointment. It just took forever to get in, but I finally have a doctor's appointment to get it checked out. So before anyone expresses concerns, I'm getting it checked out. I'm okay, or gonna be okay. Anyway, I had a $26 in credit, and I brought some more books to the comic shop up there, of books that I just haven't been able to sell on YouTube or at the Comic Con that I've been a part of, Santa Fe, Salida Fantasy Con. So I took that out of there, and I traded in, a short box of books for $50 of store credit. It's more than good. There was junk comics, or nothing important, seriously. And so I had $75 of store credit. And so I went diving through the Spider-Man boxes, because he has all his Spider-Man title books under Spider-Man. And I went through went through X-Men and other comic book titles. First thing I went through is with the 3 for $10 section, because they're mid-grade books for $3.30 basically. So 3 for $10. Why not? I don't have to have that 9.8. And then I went through the higher end boxes, that are higher grade books that are, 7, 8, 10, 15 on up boxes. As well as some other stuff. I'll show you guys that a little bit later. Anyway, so first thing I got here, I picked up Amazing Spider-Man Volume 4, number 6. I got this one because I have the second print of this book in my Amazing Spider-Man collection. But now that I've completed my ASM run, I am upgrading my ASM run. That means second print, third print books where I don't have the original cover A, I get the cover A first print. Or in the case of another ASM 81 that I just got, it was a 0.5 1.0 low condition book. I bought an upgrade version at the con to fit the grade range I wanted. So, it's a cool cover. I'm glad I upgraded it. Alright. Next up, Spectacular Spider-Man 221. Nothing really important about this book. It was just a cool face cover that called out to me. I'm interested in the Spectacular Spider-Man comics too, as well as web, things like that. So a nice, cool $3 spec book. Well, literally spec Spider-Man book. I'll show this one off right here. This isn't the price for this one, but this is Judgment Day, the Avengers X-Men Eternals crossover. I bought it. I've been listening to people talk about it on podcasts and things like that, just comic reviews, and we're like, you know what? I really should give this thing a try, see what it's about. So I, bought Volume 1 here, Issue 1, to see if it's as interesting as it sounds, and then I will buy the others. This is ASM number 8. I believe this is the actually I believe the CLZ app said it was the Gleason incentive cover. I think it was 1 in 25. It was $20. Now I already bought 2 copies of ASM 8 from Hall of Justice in Parker, Colorado, a suburb of Denver, and they'll be here most likely on Monday. But I didn't want to wait to read this book, and this was a cool cover. I had to get it, and it was 3 times more expensive than the Predator ASM number 8 cover, which was all that was left there. But so I'm like, well, bite the bullet on $20 or save money for the $4 book that I hate the cover. I don't like Aliens versus, I don't like Predators, the movies. I have no interest in the Predators or an Aliens cover. So I went with the cooler cover of him exploding out or ripping out of his old costume for the new one. It's cool. It's cool. I can't wait to read it. I'll fix that a little bit. All right. Back to the regular scheduled program. I picked up Ultimate XMen #1. And there was also the free new comic book day or free comic book day book there. I decided not to get it. I didn't need to spend another $3. But this has some color rub here in the black column. It's not on the bag, it's on the actual book. But again, $3. I can read the story. It's cool. I actually read the story, and I have read Ultimate X-Men before. I've at least read the early stuff. Like I read the early stuff with Ultimate Spider-Man, turns out. I'm like, it sparked a memory going, I've read this before. I have a memory of Jean Grey with an FBI badge psychically doing her powers on the guard to get Storm out of jail. Magneto talking about sending Wolverine in. And Wolverine shirtless going through what did Magneto call his creation land, swamp land, savage land, whatever Magneto was, his headquarters. And Wolverine, with his claws through a crocodile skull, or alligator skull. So I have read Ultimate Spider-Man, at least up to the point where Magneto had the president naked in front of the White House with cameras going, the United States dies at age, whatever. So, it's cool. It's cool. I believe I read it high school. Because I believe the Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate X-Men, early trades, like at least the first 1 or 2 or 3 were in my high school library. Those are some of the first experiences I had with comic books that I can remember. It's really cool. Alright. X-Men #179. I think it's first appearance of Leech. It's definitely, I'd be crying too if I was marrying that. I can't tell if that's Frogman, a dead man, or a decaying man. I don't know if this is a key or not. So if you do know, let me know. X-Men 217. But it's a cool looking Juggernaut cover. And it's $3. For another $3, X-Men 223. No key, but a Storm. Just a cool Storm cover. So, interesting. I don't really favor the Mohawk, honestly, but to each his own. Alright, we're down to the last 3 books. Uncanny X-Men 234. This is the debut of, I think, Madeline Pryor in her Goblin Queen costume. I could have gotten this at the con, last week, but I've forgotten it was a key. I recognized the cover, but I forgot it was a key, otherwise I would have gotten it. So, but because Spider-Girl, Mayday, Goblin Queen, the whole MC2 connection, I had to make sure I got this X-Men. It was listed for $8. I think this is just a key because of cover artwork, but it is Uncanny X-Men, or X-Men 251. Also, it's just really cool Wolverine on the X cross, whatever. It's cool. It's kind of iconic. Wolverine kind of being, quote unquote crucified. It's cool. It was $7. Got it. The last book I got, XMan 268. This is like the first meeting between Black Widow, Wolverine, and Captain America. And during World War II, I guess they meet. Didn't know Black Widow was that old. I knew those two were that old. So, solid shaped book, $12. What it was listed for. All the books came out to, I think, $73 total. And I had $71 worth of credit. I do know that. So, but he said, yeah, I'll give it to you. So, I didn't pay a dime for those books. I traded books and traded store credit. And got a handful of XMen keys and a cool SpiderMan cover that costed $20 for free by trading in credit. Obviously, I still paid for it one way or the other, but it was worth it. So that was a cool day. It was a cool day. You know, my wife and I, my son, had a good time. You know, little bits of, little tiffs here or there, arguments and attitude, but then again, you got a teenage boy, me, and my wife. Someone doesn't get an attitude, it's not a day that ends in Y. It happens. Anyway, take care, everyone. Leave a comment down below. What was your favorite pop? What was your favorite comic book? You know, honestly, I think my favorite comic book was the Amazing Spider-Man book. The Gleason 1 in 25 cover. You know, other than that, favorite X-Men comic book? Either the Wolverine on his X or this one, just because of the key it is. Anyway, take care. Happy collecting.